Let's explore the 5 outdated hairstyles quietly aging you together, gorgeous. I research worst style and beauty mistakes and youth-boosting fixes for mature women so you get simple, proven transformations that work instantly. Today we're perfecting 5 outdated hairstyles making you look older. Replace them with these. You'll look 10 years younger by the end. In part 1 we're tackling the classic mistake that makes faces look heavier. Part 2 uncovers the volume myth most women believe. Part 3, stay for this one, reveals the single cut change that stylists swear shaves off a decade. Part 4 wraps everything together with the finishing touches that seal your youthful look. Stay for the game changer in Part 3. Part 1, the blunt bob cut that weighs your face down. Most women over 50 reach for the classic blunt bob thinking it looks polished and put together. Here is the truth. A perfectly straight, one-length blunt bob with no movement actually does the opposite of what you want. It flattens your features, widens the jaw visually, and adds heaviness right where you need lift. Most overlook this, and it silently ages them by years. What your face needs at this stage of life is movement, softness, and strategic framing. The blunt bob was designed for younger, tighter facial structures. Once volume shifts and facial contours naturally change, and they do for every woman, that same cut stops working. The fix is not dramatic. It is actually a small, intelligent shift. 5 solutions. 1. Swap your blunt ends for a soft point cut finish that creates gentle texture and movement throughout the length. 2. Add a face framing layer starting at the cheekbone. This single layer lifts your features and creates an instant visual lift. 3. Ask your stylist for a graduated bob, longer in front, softly stacked in the back. This draws the eye upward rather than outward. 4. Request a curved interior cut rather than a ruler straight line. Even a subtle curve removes visual heaviness immediately. 5. Consider a slightly asymmetrical length. One side a touch longer creates dynamic movement that a blunt cut completely eliminates. Variations depend on your face shape. Round faces benefit most from the graduated version. Oval faces can go softer and rounder at the ends. Square-jawed beauties love the asymmetrical option because it distracts beautifully from strong angles. Why it works is rooted in how light hits your hair. Blunt ends create a solid, heavy edge the eye follows straight across. Textured, soft ends scatter light, creating the illusion of lift and bounce. It is simple visual science working in your favor. Tools and items that make this look shine include a ceramic round brush, a medium hold texturizing spray, and a wide tooth comb for soft separation after styling. A diffuser attachment also enhances natural movement without adding frizz. Maintenance is minimal. Ask your stylist for a refresh trim every 6 to 8 weeks to preserve the shape and keep the softness working for you. You will love what this single change does to your whole face and your confidence. Part 2, the teased up volume crown that ages you fast. Here is a mistake so deeply embedded in beauty routines that most women do not even question it anymore. Backcombing the crown, stacking volume at the top, and creating that high teased lift was everywhere in the 70s and 80s. And it has quietly followed many women into their 50s and 60s without anyone telling them to stop. This shaves off 10 years the moment you let it go. Excess height at the crown does something unflattering to mature faces. It elongates the head in a way that looks dated, draws attention to thinning areas by overcompensating with product-heavy volume, and creates a stiff, unnatural silhouette. Instead of looking fuller and lifted, the result reads as effort, and effort always reads as age. 5 solutions. 1. Shift your volume from the crown to the sides. Soft round fullness at the temples and sides creates a youthful oval frame around your face. 2. Use a volumizing mousse applied at the roots and diffused with heat rather than teased. This gives natural lift without structural stiffness. 3. Try a loose, low-tension blowout that lifts at the root without creating a solid mound. Movement matters more than height. 4. Embrace soft root lift sprays applied only at the part line. They add freshness and dimension without manufacturing bulk. 5. Ask your stylist for a razor-cut interior to remove weight while keeping the outer shape full and bouncy. Less weight means more natural movement. Variations work across hair types. Fine hair benefits most from solution 2 and 4 combined. Medium density hair responds beautifully to the blowout technique. Thicker hair loves the razor cut option because it genuinely lightens the load and lets natural movement breathe. Why it works is about balance. A face framed by soft side volume looks wider at the cheekbones, which reads as youthful. Tall crown volume makes the forehead appear longer and pulls balance upward where it does not serve you. Tools and items that support this shift include a paddle brush for smooth blowouts, a fine mist volumizing spray, and a lightweight root lifting mousse free of heavy silicones. Maintenance stays simple. Avoid heavy wax or pomade at the roots. A light dry shampoo refresh between washes keeps natural volume alive without buildup. Most overlook this shift, and the women who make it cannot believe the difference. Part 3. The severe center part that hardens your features. Stay right here, because this is the game changer most stylists will not tell you about in a rushed appointment. The severe center part is having a moment in fashion, yes, but on mature faces, it is quietly one of the most aging things you can do. It creates a mirror image symmetry that draws every eye to asymmetries, pulls the face downward, and eliminates the softness that makes a woman over 50 look truly radiant. Symmetry sounds beautiful in theory, but perfectly divided hair creates a visual tension that emphasizes the natural pull gravity has on skin over time. The center part is architectural, and mature faces need softness, not architecture. This shaves off 10 years when you swap it out. 5 solutions. 1. Move your part 1 to 2 inches off-center. This single change immediately softens your expression and creates natural asymmetry that reads as youthful. 2. Try a deep side part. This classic technique is a proven visual facelift that has worked for decades across every face shape. 3. Experiment with a zigzag or diffused part. No hard line at all creates softness at the root and eliminates the center part tunnel effect. 4. Ask your stylist for a soft curtain fringe parted gently down the middle but with wispy, unstructured ends. This is the only version of a central part that flatters mature faces. 5. Use a wide tooth comb instead of a fine rat tail comb to set your part. This immediately removes the sharp, severe line and creates natural movement. Variations depend on your hair texture. Straight hair responds best to the deep side part for maximum drama and lift. Wavy hair loves the diffused part for natural, effortless movement. Curly hair looks stunning with no defined part at all. Why it works is about where your eye travels. An off-center part guides the viewer's gaze diagonally, and diagonal movement across the face reads as dynamic, lifted, and alive. A center part halts movement and creates a static, downward pull. Tools and items to support this change include a fine bristle brush for smooth side parts, a light hold styling cream, and a small amount of shine serum to keep the part looking intentional and polished. Maintenance is simple daily habit. Reset your part every morning before any heat styling. This trains the hair to fall naturally in your new, flattering direction. You will love how a 2-inch shift completely transforms your reflection. Part 4. The overprocessed solid color that flattens everything. Here is the final piece of the puzzle, and it connects everything you have learned today. Solid, flat, all-over color is one of the most common mistakes women over 50 make at the salon. Whether it is a uniform dark brunette, a flat warm auburn, or a one-note blonde from root to tip, solid color removes dimension. And dimension is exactly what makes hair look youthful, full, and alive. Hair naturally has depth, variation, and movement in its color. When you cover all of that with a single flat tone, you eliminate the very thing that gives hair its life. Most overlook this because solid color seems polished and intentional. But your stylist knows, flat color reads as a wig, and wigs always add years. 5 solutions. 1. Ask for a balayage or baby lights technique. These hand-painted highlights create a natural sun-kissed dimension that no single color can replicate. 2. Request a shadow root. Keeping your natural root slightly visible with a seamless melt into your color creates instant depth and reduces regrowth visibility. 3. Add a gloss treatment over your existing color. A tinted gloss adds translucency and multitonal shimmer without any drastic change. 4. Transition toward your natural silver or gray with a blended, dimensional approach. Silver and platinum tones done with highlights are breathtakingly youthful when they have depth. 5. Ask your colorist to add 2 to 3 tones within the same family. A warm mid-brown base with caramel and honey highlights, for example, creates immediate visual movement. Variations suit every commitment level. Low-maintenance beauties love the shadow root and gloss combination. Those who love regular salon visits thrive with full balayage. Women embracing their natural silver adore the platinum blend approach. Why it works is simple science. Multitonal color reflects light at different angles simultaneously. This creates the illusion of thickness, shine, and movement, all 3 of which are the visual signature of youthful hair. Tools and items that keep dimensional color looking its best include a color-safe sulfate-free shampoo, a weekly deep conditioning mask, a UV protection hair mist, and a boar bristle brush that distributes natural oils to enhance shine. Maintenance is worth every minute. Gloss treatments every 6 to 8 weeks keep dimension vibrant between full color appointments. This is the one change that pulls every other part of today together. And it makes everything else you have done shine even brighter. Boom, gorgeous, you look 10 years younger. You just replaced 5 outdated hairstyles with 5 modern, facelifting choices that work with your natural beauty, not against it. The blunt bob, the teased crown, the severe center part, the flat color, and every small habit that was quietly adding years. You are done with all of them. Wear these new choices confidently everywhere you go. You earned every bit of this radiance. Now I want to hear from you. Drop your biggest hair mistake in the comments below. Like this video, subscribe to Ageless Glow, and let's keep this beautiful transformation going together.